Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome to the Unapologetically Honest Show, the show where we give our unapologetically honest opinions about our favorite shows. And today, we are here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 14, Episode 12, the Moulin Rouge. The Moulin Rouge. But before we get into it, I need you to subscribe to the channel. We'll wait. We will wait. We make content like this all the time, and trust me, you're gonna love us. You're gonna love us so much. So just go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Make our dreams come true and become our subscriber. Okay. All right. So, Miss LaCresha, Miguel,
Yes.
what did you think?
Oh, this was a bomb episode.
This was a good episode, although we knew it was coming, but the fact that another non-elimination episode.
Yes.
Now, I have to give them props because I feel like they did it differently for season 14, because with season 13, we had a lot of non-eliminations in the front. This time they're doing them towards the end. And I think I prefer it. If we're going to do these stupid non-elimination episodes, I prefer them closer to the end. Because I like
to sprinkle throughout the season.
I really wish they would have sprinkled them out the season. But I think Fred being eliminated threw things off.
Yeah, because she wasn't meant to be eliminated. She, not that kind of way. So
I truly feel like that threw everything off on what they were going to do. I feel like they had a plan for that lip sync SmackDown. They just needed to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave them the ammunition with Snatch Game.
Somebody's hungry.
No, I just ate.
Like just a little nibble, snacking.
But yeah, I don't know about you, but I say let's get into this episode.
Okie dokie.
Because we got some things to talk about, because baby, I called it. All right, so we start the episode with Bosco reading the message that Jasmine Kennedy left, and of course she would leave a extremely long message.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about how much they love her, gonna miss her. They're sitting here, they're talking about, how they're feeling after the lip sync Lollapalooza. And then they get a roommate. Ooh, girl, you got roommate. Oh no. Ooh. She already done had hers.
Yes.
Racist. But anyway, RuPaul enters the room and announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is the Moulin Rouge at Rusical.
The Rusical.
Based on the Broadway play, The Moulin Rouge. Which I'm glad we got a little sponsorship, because, we've been doing Rusicals based off of everything since the beginning of the Rusicals. So it's nice to actually have, the actual thing we're parodying be the sponsor for the episode. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Look at y'all getting it together. I like that. But RuPaul announces in this ugly suit that they get to pick their own parts again. Baby, they messy. They just want the girls to fight, to be honest with you. That's all they want. They're like, they've been too friendly. We need them to fight. Pick your own roles again. Be gone. So they're sitting down and everybody's going through the parts that they want. Bosco and Lady Camden want the same part, the lead, Miss Saltine.
Yes. Now we had two little tips. Just one kind of ended a little bit faster than the other.
Yeah, the other one I didn't include it because maybe they were like, and Jared's like, I'll just take a charisma. I don't feel like fighting.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing all that. But these two, baby, they were not budging. And Bosco really pissed me off in this moment. I'm sitting here and she's like, well, do you think you would have beaten me and swept away? Yeah, I truly feel like if it was you and Lady Camden, you would not be sitting here right now, Bosco. I'm just being honest. Like the cockiness, like I understand you need to prove yourself. And I called it. I said, she was coming into this episode with something to prove and she was going to fail.
Yep.
Make me a producer on the show. Hell. Make me a producer on this damn show. But anyway, So Bosco, Lady Camden recommends they do a coin flip, which I'm like, okay, that seems fair. And Bosco's like, no, we should do a vote from the room. What does the other queens have to do with this? I was confused about that. Were you?
Yeah, and then like it was even mentioned in the confessionals, like why what do they have to say about it?
Like,
and then,
like Bosco, why do you want to vote? And Lady Camden better than me. I'm like, we can get a vote, but that's still not gonna be the decider. This is between me and you, not them.
right.
Baby, we would have to flip that coin. I don't care if everybody in this room said your name. Flip a coin. Flip it. Flip it, whip it, and rub it on down.
Rub it, flip it, rub it down. Toss it, flip it, rub it down.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth when it came to Bosco a little bit.
So they go to the next day. They got a rehearsal with these three and our special guest, director and star,
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan. That was a nice little surprise seeing him and Leland being part of the Rusical. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
What are y'all doing? Screwing.
Oh, hold on. I got the screenshots. How many days are in March? What are y'all doing? Screwing. Bring Leslie back, honey. He should have been on the judging panel. That's what he should have been.
Look at Ru.
But then again, how could he? Because he was in the Rusical. But anyway, here's RuPaul in the cover of her latest album. This is the cover, zoomed in on the face. And you see the next piece in this. I'm like, come on, I ain't mad at you, baby. I'm already in the gig. We can use this for this, that, and the third. Let's go. But I like this look. Again, this is the second week in a row I feel like RuPaul stepped out of her box of what we normally see from her. I really like this look. I love the hearts up here. I love the shape. I love these boots. It's just, yes, it was a really good look for Ru. We have Michelle Visage, Ross Matthews, and Andrew Day. I'm really shocked the lip sync song wasn't one of hers. Like, she's right there.
Right.
But hey, I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
Here's a better shot of the full giggery. And I only took a screenshot of this to zoom in on this,
where it says drag bill.
I thought that was too cute. I'm like, yes.
Instead of playbill, it's a drag bill.
I love that. But it's time for the Moulin Rouge. What did you think of the Moulin Rouge altogether?
It was entertaining. And then Willow got on there and I said, oh, fuck.
This was so damn good.
Yes.
I thoroughly entertained. This is one of the better musicals. Like, I don't know what's been going on with the past couple of seasons, because if you think about the musical for UK versus the World, that was really good. This was good. Canada season 2, their musical about the circus. Oh my wow. Like, I don't know who's doing the musicals now, but they need to keep doing them.
They need a pay raise.
Give them a raise.
Give them a raise. Keep them in the writer's room. Make them a lead writer. Thank you.
Yes, good, because they are serving these musicals. They're giving the children what they need. Yes. But let's talk about them individually now. Ooh, look at them. First, Angeria Paris Van Michaels. What did you think of her in the musical?
In the Rusical, I think she did good. She just was in her head a lot, it seemed like.
The one thing that is really upsetting me is I'm starting to see her light dim. And, I really want her to make it to the finale. This is not the place in the competition for you to start getting dimmed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when the room is so full, you can bam. But now that people are starting to leave, we're starting not to notice Angie now. I don't like that.
I don't either. And I'm just kind of like, baby, I need you to come back.
And I'm going to be honest, I didn't care for her performance tonight.
Yeah.
The face was right. Like, She knew the words. but it just seemed like she wasn't like this wasn't connected with this.
Yeah. She kind of seemed like I said, like it doesn't seem like she was 100% there.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of worrying about you right now, honey. Like the body was right, the hair was right. I thought it was cute. And if it was just for looks, I'd be like, okay, you got it. But
And like I get it, this wasn't the part you wanted, but look at Lady Camden and look what she did with a part that she didn't want.
and the funny thing is like, you know, they had that moment where Angeria was telling Lady Camden, like, this might not have been what you wanted, but you know, just work it. And I'm like, you need to start taking your own advice, love.
Yeah, watching this, it just hurt my spirit because I want Angie to do well. I want her to make it to the finale.
Yes, so that I could at least get those points.
Oh my goodness. Up next, Daya motherfucking Betty.
As much as I hate her, she
oh my goodness, she did such a. I don't hate Daya. She's gotten on my nerves multiple times.
Well, hate is a strong
I don't
word.
look at what they do on this competition on who they are outside of it. Because I know.
Well, no, I'm not using that as like judgment outside of it. Just in this competition, she's not my favorite.
So it's just like, yeah, her in the competition setting, I don't particularly care for her.
Yes.
But like I've watched her on Roscoe's reviews, I've watched her do other clips, and I'm like, she is lovely. And like if she were to come to Texas and I had a few extra coins, maybe I will go and give her $1 or $2 or 20, 50. But still. But yeah, overall, she did such a good job with such a small role.
Yes, she did. Because I did notice her a lot. It was annoying that I noticed her
there was
a lot.
Group shot, my eyes went to her and my eyes went to Deja. Every time there was a group shot. Those were the people I kept staring at. I'm like, oh, Deja, Daya, Deja, Daya, Deja, Daya, Deja, Daya. So kudos to Miss
my eyes immediately went to Daya, and then I would look for Angeria.
I had to look for Angeria, and I also had to look, well, we're not there yet. Up next is Lady Camden. Slade.
It was phenomenal.
And this, you know what this reminds me of? Tina Burner in the social media Rusical in season 13 last year. Because I still don't understand how Tina didn't win that. I still don't understand. And this gave me that I loved the command of the stage. She demanded your attention, and she had a part that basically carried the whole Rusical. And not once did she drop the ball. Not
one time.
Amazing.
And when she was on the stage, even when she wasn't there, you would look for her. It was great.
Excuse me, y'all. I am really pushing myself through this. Like, you don't understand how tired I am.
He just came off of a 3-week hiatus.
Yeah, I've come
on his other channel.
And I was doing everything I needed for that. Typically, I do that over the grace of 2 days, but I have company tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get it all done today so I don't have to, separate from the company. But now I'm just so tired. But anyway, Lady Camden did amazing. Georges was there.
She gave me what I expected from her, which was dead in the face performance.
I was expecting her because when she lip syncs, she lights up. So I'm like, well, this is technically a lip syncing and dancing. She should really shine at this. And just to see her just be there, that really shocked me.
She gave me like All-Star 6 Shakira performance.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Up next is Deja Scott, baby.
Oh, I live for this.
8.
And I love this outfit. Can I get those thigh highs, please?
Like I said earlier, every time her and her and Daya Betty were on the screen, I couldn't take my eyes off of them. And this part was my favorite part of the night.
Yes.
I was so confused at her bottom placement. So confused.
I think it was the outfit.
Her outfit was not that bad to put her in the bottom. I'm sorry.
It wasn't bottom worthy, but they're
we'll talk. We'll talk.
Picking at straws. But whoever did the costumes for this musical, mwah,
amazing. And they made sure all the queens look good. You know, sometimes, a lot of times, they just make them look pretty as hell.
Especially with the bigger queens, they get like just the leftovers, they get passed over. And the fact that she looks this good on something she did not bring and or make herself, I'm like, yes.
And you know, you mentioned it earlier, but you know, I love a good thigh high.
You love a good thigh high, and I want those thigh highs right there.
Yes, honey.
Oh, I can get some now. I got some money.
Next is Bosco. She did good.
She performed.
But she wasn't the character.
No.
It looked more like a dress rehearsal than the actual performance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like she was just giving it a good 50, 75% just to make sure I hit my spot right, all this other stuff. And then, you know.
Right. It's the spotting and, you know, the placing and I need to hit this mark over here. Let me hit this mark center stage.
Here's my line. Fabulous, Lucky. And side note, the music that they chose and the way they reworked RuPaul's songs. I loved it so much.
Don't be jealous of my bookie.
Oh, honey, we're going to get to my favorite part here in a minute. But yeah, she did okay. But compared to everybody else doing such a good job,
it was tired.
Yeah. Like if I would have to do that performance in the way I'm feeling right now, I would probably look like Bosco did.
That part.
Yeah.
How come this person looks familiar?
We just saw them on UK versus the World. Leyland produced and was there for the Rusical of their Rusical. I feel like he's going to be there for every Rusical now.
Okay.
But
and he's so short.
He produced some of the songs that they've done on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But when I tell you, this part right here was too cute to me. When they started singing "I'm in Love," I'm like, oh.
And then they hit it with Jason Momoa. Oops, I mean you.
That tickled me. I thought she was gonna say Daddy Yankee because that was the funniest part to me. When Alexa was like, Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Yeah.
This was so cute. Them singing, especially the "I'm in Love" part. I'm like, and then I love how she kept sneezing, like, it's just allergies. I'm like, girl. Girl, okay.
It's COVID.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, COVID. But anyway, this was.
I think we are going to be a generation forever scarred by COVID.
Yeah. It's going to be 20 plus years after everything goes back to normal, which I'm hoping is soon. And we're still going to be cracking COVID jokes.
Yes.
That's like flu jokes. Trauma. But yes, this was such a beautiful moment. You should have seen me like looking at my TV like this. I'm like, ooh. Oh. Like Bosco did really good in this part here. Like when she was with Leland, that was good. The rest of it,
questionable.
Oh, this shot right here. This shot gave me everything.
Look, kudos to the producer. You trying to earn you another Emmy this year?
Baby, because this shot right here gave me very Summer Nights from Greece.
Summer day.
I'm like, come on now. Y'all need to quit. Y'all finna have me all of my feelings on this Rusical. Y'all need to stop. I wanted to be in this moment. The theater kid in me was like, let me on the stage. I can do it.
Yes.
Oh my God. And side note, George is saying she don't like musicals.
Yeah.
Baby, I sat back on my couch like, excuse me?
And I was like, oh, she going home.
Excuse me? I was just listening to my musical playlist yesterday while cleaning up.
Ooh.
You should have seen me cleaning my kitchen to what's that song from Hairspray? I can hear the bells.
I can hear the
Baby, I
bells.
grabbed my wooden spoon and gave that whole kitchen a performance.
I can imagine. Oh, I
I'm
can
like, I'm
only
so glad
imagine.
nobody's recording me, honey. Because baby, that was a hoot and a holler. That was a hoot and a holler all over the kitchen. Yes, I was. But anyway, I love this. Anyway, there was Leslie Jordan making his cameo.
Yes.
And then this part right here where they were oh, that tickled me.
Oh my goodness. And I kept my eyes on Lady Camden the whole time during this
just
whole little
just
bit.
right there in this shot. Like she is stealing the moment. But like watching them two
she
dance
stayed
and
in
she's
character
leading
the
was too
whole
funny.
time.
Too funny. Up next is Willow Pillis, the Green Fairy. What did you think of her?
This was the moment I said, oh shit, Desmond's right. Willow might take this.
And this is the part where I was like, oh shit, I was wrong. Willow's going to be in the bottom.
Like, I thought she did great.
Like she did good. But like her face didn't match. She was slightly ahead of the background dancers, which, you know, normally isn't really a big deal. But like RuPaul said, we have to, you know, pick at straws like, because it was so good. And like she did a good job, but her face seemed so dead to me. Like she didn't give me Green Fairy. She was not giving me Green Fairy.
Little Tinkerbell. Well, I mean, in the beginning, she needed to have been lively, and then as she did like the second and third turn, she could have been exhausted because that was the whole point, was her being exhausted eventually.
And I felt that towards the end. So, but my biggest thing was when she first came out, I'm like, what? Where's the energy? Like her face and her body were on two different planets.
She looks like a little drag Tinkerbell.
Because the body was right. She was like, this is the beginning, the beginning, cat. I'm like, okay. But the face was just like, this is the beginning, this is the beginning. I'm like, girl, where's the... So
you feel like she was counting in her head?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You could tell she was thinking about everything. I honestly thought she was going to be in the bottom three. I didn't think she was going to be until we saw the runways. And then I have another theory on who should have been in the bottom because of that. But anyway, overall, the Moulin Rouge was amazing. Watching this back to get the screenshots, I enjoyed it just as much as I watched it on the first time.
Look, I wanted to watch it again.
Like, it was so good. So good. So good. But the category this week is Mirror, Mirror. Now, here's the thing. Was the prompt Mirror, Mirror, or was the prompt reflection, or something like that? And then we
get the initial prompt?
Yeah, like what they were told on the piece of paper. And then they
I don't know, because
Mirror, Mirror. Because in my opinion, none of these, except for like two, fit Mirror, Mirror. But if you said reflective or something else along that line, I'm like, okay, I can see that for it.
See,
that's why I took a picture of what I would have worn, because I was like, because if they would have told me Mirror, Mirror as a prompt, baby, I would have came out as the evil queen from Snow White.
So I was on Twitter and somebody did that. They didn't come out as the evil queen. They came out as the mirror.
See, I would have probably done that as well. Thought about doing the mirror. But yeah, so I didn't get a picture because I was kind of confused. And plus, I just didn't have the energy. I didn't. But anyway, we start off with Lady Camden. What did you think of this look?
It was interesting.
I like it from the waist up. The waist down, no. It looks like two different fabrics, two different materials. It looks like two different pieces from two different outfits that she put together. But this right here, lovely gal, lovely. This right here, girl, what is this?
And so they look like ballet tights. and then she just threw a jacket on top.
It really makes me wonder if this was a last minute, the bottoms, like maybe the pants or skirt she originally was gonna wear ripped. So she's like, oh shit, I gotta do something else quick. Because I have a hard time because Lady Camden typically has done well with her runways.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard
time. It's the fact that like the bottom is blue and then the top is silver.
I don't know. Yeah, but like I'm still gonna have to boot it, but it's like a soft one. A soft boot.
A soft boot. If she hadn't had the golden ticket, she'd deserved to go home for this. Because, like, when Vanjie came out in the same color 3 or 4 weeks in a row, I mean, okay, yeah, I can see that. But every outfit that Bosco has worn, every runway just about, has been bra, panties, corset.
It's just been the past 4 weeks. It really has. And you know, sometimes you can't help what you've brought in what order they put the runways in. I completely understand that. But at the same time, why are we bringing the same thing in different colors for different categories?
Yeah, because
at least, like I said with George's the week before last, I'm tired of seeing the same thing. And maybe she gave us something a little different tonight, and I was okay with that. I'm like, thank you.
Right, because see, Vanjie, I mean, yeah, it was still a unitard in the same color. This is bra, panties, corset in different 2 colors.
Like, if it wasn't something we've seen already, I would have gagged for this. But we've seen it so many times, so I'm gonna have to say, boot.
Right.
Boot. Baby, this does not give me mirror. This does not give me anything reflective. If the category was 4th of July, you did the category. No. What did you think?
It was cute. It just wasn't the category.
I agree. It's cute. It's not the category. Angeria Paris Van Michaels. What did you think of this look?
Oh, I gagged. I thought it was gorgeous.
You did?
I loved it.
You did?
Obviously, you didn't, but I loved it. I thought it was gorgeous.
Baby, she came out in this. I'm like, what is this, honey? Well, oh, right, refrigerator. Oh, no. Go pack your bags. Let's go find you a home. No.
I loved it.
I didn't.
She looks like a whole waterfall.
My thing is, if these pieces were more reflective, like they still could have been this blue color. But like if they would have gave me more of that reflective, and I love the shape. The body shape, oh, everything. But like if this would have gave me more reflective and this probably would have matched her skin tone, I think that would have helped me like it. But yeah, I didn't particularly, like I said, Angie really let me down this episode. She really did. I still love her. I love my Angie. You know, hold it down. But yeah, this episode, hopefully with the roast next week, she'll pick it back up.
I hope so.
I hope so. Because I have a theory. Just based off of how many queens are left and how many episodes we got left, I have a theory.
We're going to have a double sachet.
We'll talk about it. Up next is Daya Betty. I love this.
Of course you did.
Let me guess, you did.
No, I gave it. She was giving what was supposed to be given.
Yep, it gave me reflective. I love the kiss reference. Side note, my mom said I was scared of the group Kiss when I was little.
That's understandable.
She said one of them commercials where they played the songs, and one of their songs popped up. She said, I saw the face paint into my room.
Like me the first time I watched Thriller.
I was a teenager before I fully like I knew of Philip, but actually sitting down and watching it, I was a teenager.
See, I think I was born the year it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched it was, I would say like 3 to 6 years. Nope, it was like 3 or 4 years later after it came out, and they were just showing it at Halloween, and I went to a Halloween party with the person my mother was partnering with at the time.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we're gonna watch this. And I got scared, so I went into his friend's little kids room and went in there and played till the video was off. Because at the time, Thriller was like a 30-minute video.
Up next is Deja Sky. Yeah, I didn't get Mirror Mirror from this. I didn't get Reflect. I like the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it didn't fit the category for me. A lot of these didn't fit the category for
me. For some weird reason, though, like a lot of this doesn't seem reflective. It seems more like Ice Queen.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see Ice Queen from that. But yeah, I didn't get Mirror Mirror. Like, it's cute, but I have to boot it because it's not the category.
Right, and then it doesn't fit well.
Yeah, like I think it was Michelle said she just wanted to walk up and go, floop, pull it down a little bit. Because right here, it just needed one more and pull it down. Last but definitely not least is George's. You know that rhymes with gorgeous?
Does it?
Oh, hello, Diz. But anyway, what did you think of this look?
It's not my favorite.
I applaud her for giving us something different, but I don't like this.
That part.
I like the dress. And I know, or mark this down because I don't think I've ever said this. I don't think the thigh highs were necessary for this look.
No, because they make her look shorter. You're already 5'2".
Like if this was just a good old pump, it would have gave her some height. And then the gloves, like if you would have just replaced that, just take that off altogether.
She dresses like she lives in Miami. And her drag is like she's a woman who lives in Miami. However, she does not think about what her body is going to look like in her outfits. And it's like, oh, this will look hot, and this will look hot. But she doesn't think,
it does not look hot.
Yeah, she doesn't think about the fact that she kind of looks like a four-legged spider in that outfit.
Correct. So out of all these looks here, which one's your favorite?
Angie's my favorite. I know you don't like it, but I thought it was gorgeous, and I'm going to stand my ground on that. I don't normally stand my ground on things with you, but today I'm going to.
Baby, we've always had different opinions on outfits. This ain't nothing new.
I know, but sometimes I'll concede with something you like. But today I'm standing my ground.
I'm just like, don't ever do that for me. Don't ever. If it's something you like, honey, you like it, okay? And you like that hot mess, and I'm happy that you like it.
I think it's gorgeous.
Now, to me, the only three that did the assignment were Lady Camden, Bosco, and Diabetes.
Of course.
Two of them I gave a boot to. So therefore, by default, I have to say, and I don't think I would ever thought this far in the competition, Diabetes has the best look. Never thought I would say that.
The funny thing is Deja Sky looks like the Ice Prince from Adventure Time. To me, that's what I thought when I saw that outfit.
But we got the question that I love. Some people hate it, but I
Yeah.
love this question every year. I was wondering if we were going to get it because we were getting close to the end now. When RuPaul asked it, who should go home tonight and why?
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
And you just like being messy.
Oh, baby. When she said that question, I shut up. I'm like, uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
go time. And everybody said Bosco except for Bosco, who said Georges. And I feel like she had a valid reason for saying Georges. I'm like, yeah, she has been in the bottom the most out of everybody. She only has one win. Oh, yeah. I agree with her saying Georges. Now, Georges read her on that stage. Said, I may have been in the bottom 3 times, but she was in the bottom 3 times
in one episode.
I was like, oh.
Well.
Now, granted, if you ever look at the record books, it's still going to show one bottom, but she did have to lip sync 3 times. And I'm like, baby, she not lying. She not lying. Or just said, don't come for me. Don't come for me unless I sent for you, honey. And I'm so glad that it was Georges who said, she was really fighting for that role, and she didn't deliver, and it rubbed her the wrong way how she was talking down to Lady Camden. I'm like, I'm so glad she said that on the main stage because I don't think RuPaul knows everything. Like, I think it's impossible. Now the producers might have known, but like, sometimes the RuPaul don't know. Like, there's no RuPaul can know everything.
Right, because she's got to be surprised. So, I mean, she probably...
Oh, that's how she was at the end of this episode? Baby, and the Emmy goes to for Best Actor in a television...
reality TV show.
Baby. Anyway, so RuPaul announces that the winner of this week's challenge is Lady Camden. Do you agree with Lady Camden winning?
Yeah, Lady Camden did really good.
Yeah. I was confused by the placements. We're going to go over them real quick. Lady Camden, Willow, and Diet Betty were in the top. Angie was safe, which means Bosco, Georges, and Deja Sky was in the bottom. Honestly, I would have made Deja Sky safe. Matter of fact, bump that. I would have made her high. I would have made Willow safe and had Angie in the bottom 3. Now, I believe the bottom 2 was correct. Georges and Bosco, in my opinion, were the 2 worst. But when I'm looking at the runway and what I saw in the Rusical, Deja killed it. And if Camden can win with what she got on, then Deja can be in the top for what she got on. You know what I'm saying? Because she slayed that Rusical. And the fact that she was in the bottom confused me. Confused me to my core. But yeah, so Camden won. I agree. She did a great job. She actually won not only a cash prize, but tickets for the movie. I'm like, come on, sponsors.
Hey.
Lady Camden, if you need somebody to go with you, holla at me.
Holla at your boy.
We can go. We can have a good time.
Yes, you would.
But the bottom 2 are Bosco and Georges. And they lip sync to Heartbreak Hotel, the Hector remix, the second Hector remix we've gotten this season. I'm like, okay, but this one I did enjoy better than the Unbreak My Heart remix.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this lip sync?
Georges was being Georges, and Bosco was not giving what needed to be given.
If you can't tell by my screenshots, Georges ate her a lot, and then Bosco did this. Girl, what the hell? Baby, she was just a whale in her arms. I'm like, oh, you just lost. You just lost this lip sync. At first, they were pretty tight. I'm like, okay, Bosco's, but you know, Georges have been here. This is her fourth time here. So
Yes.
yeah, like I knew going into it, yeah, Bosco's probably not Bosco. Georges is probably finna go.
Right.
Then she did this. I'm like, oh no, oh no. Georges just won. You just lost. Georges
Because I was wondering if she had did that turnaround because she didn't know the words.
probably. You know, that's an old school trick right there. Don't know the words, turn around. Or if you don't know the words, reach for $1. Thank you. So RuPaul makes her decision, and Georges won the lip sync. I think she's like the second person to make it past 4 lip syncs for your legs. Because I want to say Cameron Michaels made it past 4. She was the first one. And now we have Georges. And let's not forget Abby, oh my God, who lip synced every episode on Drag Race Home.
Every flipping episode. And they swear to God. Huh?
Should have went home on the second one.
That part.
I'll give it to her. That first one was cute. I'm like, okay. Which means Bosco is going to be leaving us tonight. But wait, it is now in the hand of the drag gods. Bosco must open her candy bar. If she has the golden bar, she will be safe to slay another day. She pulls out her chocolate bar. She opens it. Everybody's staring. And it is golden. And the light up. Baby, this was Willow's face. I truly thought Angie had the golden bar until last week. You know, we talked about that.
Yeah.
But Bosco is safe to slay another day. The way the stage lit up, though, I thought this was cute. I thought this was cute. Everyone genuinely seems happy for her. Another episode, nobody goes home. Great. You were safe to slay another day. Let the music play. And next week is a roast.
Yes.
So overall, that was a great episode. Although nobody went home.
Although nobody went home.
Nobody went home. I thought it was a great episode. I enjoyed it. I did. So we kind of touched on it earlier, but there is 2 competitive episodes left. We have episode 13, 14. 15 will be reunion. 16 will be finale. So we have 2 competitive episodes, and we need, if they're going to do a top 4 this year, I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to do a top 4, that means they need to get rid of 3 queens in 2 episodes. You mentioned it earlier. They're going to have to do a double sachet.
Yeah.
So my thing is, are we going to do it for the roast next week, or are we going to do it for the top whatever it is, remix? I think it'll probably make more sense to cut them next week, cut 2 queens next week. So we got 5 queens doing the remix, and then, 1 goes home, and we have our top 4.
Right.
So I'm saying it now. 2 queens are going home next week. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not sure if they're going to do so bad that there's going to be like 3-4 people lip syncing. I don't know. Or maybe the bottom 2 lip syncs and it's just so bad she sends them both to the ass. She's like, neither one of you impressed me. Get off my stage.
Yeah, but then that would put Georges down for 5 lip syncs.
Yeah, if she lip syncs next week.
And I'm pretty sure she would.
With the roast. I think she would.
You think so?
Yeah, I think she would struggle. I think Angie will possibly do good. I think Deja could possibly do good. I think Willow and Angie, even though they showed Angie, the clip they showed, they were laughing. So like, I feel like those, but like Bosco.
They showed Bosco bombing.
Bosco's like 50-50 because of that dry humor. So either they're going to love it or they're going to hate it.
Right.
And I'm not sure about Diabetes. I'm not sure. I don't know how well she would do in a roast. And I think Georges is most likely going to be one of the 2 going home next week.
Yes.
I believe it. I think hopefully Angie can get her 3rd win next week. I think next week will be a great chance for her to win. But she
Yes.
got. I want that light. I need that light to come back.
Yeah, because she getting in her head. Her inner saboteur is
It's
coming
too close
out.
to the end. I can't because it's giving me very Trinity K Bonet.
Yeah.
Towards the end, you saw that light starting to dim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know you've been doing so good.
Yes. Slay.
Slang. So come on, Angie, please, Angie. I need you in that top 4. I really do.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I think she's the only one you got left.
She's the only one I got left, but I mean, just not just because of like points wise, but mostly just because she's the one I support the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, all the rest of them are great, but Angie was the first one I looked up on Instagram and Twitter. So
now here's my thing: if they're going to do the lip sync for the crown like they've been doing every year, I don't think Bosco's going to win now. After watching her lip syncs the past 2 episodes,
yeah, she's not a good lip syncer
at this
at all.
point, I think it's probably going to go to maybe Willow, maybe Lady Camden. And I'm so mad that I didn't put Camden in my top 4. She was right there. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, maybe.
And you know what the funny thing is? I swear to God, I think I was going to.
I stopped and put Bosco, which I think, like I told you, I think Bosco was going to make it. But now seeing how bad she is, unless she done got good over the past year, because, she could, take a lesson or two and get more experience out there with actually performing and come slay. And I'm like, yes. But we'll have to see, honey. We will have to see. So that's our episode. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
But he's tired.
Yes. So where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill on all social media. That's CRESHAMCGILL.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon, darling. Bye.